mist will consume all. My victory is simply a matter of time.
Callista. Love and happiness could be yours. But are you willing to give up on your promise and leave your home? You would be a wise and just ruler. But how long would your reign be? Honor the promise you have made. But anticipate that darkness might ensue.
We know our players start to get more interested to know more about the champions. And over the years, we've done a lot of work as far as like world building to help players get an idea of where a champion fits in the world.
The story is absolutely important, but we wanted to make sure we brought adaptations to the game where it made sense and appropriate.
Hi, I'm Laura. I'm head of creative and IP strategy. And for that IP strategy part, that might be a little bit more confusing. What that part of my role is thinking about how the characters and the universe and the stories and all of these things are being designed and thought through in all of our different mediums and all of our different products so that players are going to feel like this is a world they can really believe in, right? It's cohesive and it makes sense.
My name is Paul. I'm the director of creative game production for League Studio. I work across our League games in collaboration with teams like Laura's to make cool things happen in our game. And today we're going to be talking about an experiment that we're doing with gameplay and storytelling in Wild Rift.
A MOBA is not really the best place to tell stories. You have some VO lines, and in the beginning that was pretty much all you had. But there's still this connection players start to have with the champion, even with so little around them. And, we know that players, they love a champion for how it feels to play them. They love the ability, they love the position, whatever that is. But we also know that they like knowing more about the champions that they've come to enjoy playing. And they want to understand more about their personality, what makes them tick, what are they stressed out about? And I do think it's just a human thing. You just start to connect with that character more and more. I mean, I love Orianna. I'm not a great Orianna player. I'm not great at mid lane, but I loved her right from the beginning. It's what drew me in the game. It's like she has almost no story, but I projected a lot of story on her. And speaking from a player perspective, I would love to see more story with her and a greater idea of who she is. And I think it just feels good when you're playing that you know the champion, not just how they feel when you play them, but like more about who they are.
A lot of the challenge for Wild Rift players who don't have a lot of history around the League IP is really understanding where does everyone fit in the IP. You kind of have to be a librarian and really go deep to understand the state of the world or where things are for certain characters. So we wanted to find a way to bring them along on the journey without distracting what they normally do in their core gameplay. And that's why we wanted to package these 3 Shadow Isles characters in particular who have relationships with each other and find a way to bridge how they're all being released together in a way that feels natural and cool to players. I hope what players like about it is that we've kind of hit it on several layers. So if you're one who just want to just kind of passively be immersed, there's a lot of things for you that are just more like it's a vibe. But if you really want to go deep with it, you can experience Callista's story, the in-game illustrations, the comic, and just get exposed to it in that way. And just as you obtain a character and play games with the character, you'll get a little more background about why it is as you're playing the game week to week. And if you want to go deeper, you can go back and read the novel. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And if you've already read the novel, well, then you're kind of seeing it in a different angle, because a lot of the stuff we're bringing to the table hasn't necessarily been shown in illustration form.
See, that's something I love too, that it's like you have this novel, but players are going to see it now. Because before, I mean, I love reading, right? It's an imagination thing, but it's also really fun to actually have the visuals, and have the audio, and have the full experience. So I think that's going to be really cool.
Callista, Spear of the Argent Throne, forswore the life of a princess and vowed to guard her uncle.
Again, we have this story, right? We have this ruination story. We have this story about the Ruin King. And we've been realizing it over the years in several different ways, but I think where it really came together so that players could understand like the characters, how they're related in the universe, was in the novel. And so much of this this like thematic moment is going to be drawing inspiration from the novel. But I think the best person to talk about the novel is probably Ant.
Thanks, folks. Hi, everybody. I'm Anthony. I'm a senior principal writer here at Riot. I work in the R&D space on the Riot MMO, and I was the author of the book Ruination. So I started at Riot about 10 years ago, and the first project I worked on was a new champion who at the time was under the code name Spectral Legionnaire. This was the character that turned into Callista. So creating a champion is a really collaborative experience. It's coming together between like different disciplines like design, audio, visual art, and writing, and together we create the character of Callista. So understanding how Callista acts and how she feels will inform how she moves in-game, her abilities in-game, how she fights, how she throws her spears, all these kind of things together. And while we'd already worked out the backstory for Callista, just in a loose form, we needed to know a lot more detail when you're going into a big story like a book. But one of the things that was really exciting was there were some other teams at Riot that had started to work in a similar kind of space. And this gave us a chance to really collaborate closely with those teams. So one of the things that was really exciting for me with writing Ruination was to really understand who these characters were in life and their frame of mind and their perspective and their choices, which informed what they became after they died. So one of the examples for that is Callista herself. So in life, she was a deeply honorable character, but she was horribly betrayed. So after she died, she kind of became obsessed with those betrayals and seeking vengeance. So with Viego, we know Viego in game as being this dark, sinister, scary kind of character, but the book was a great opportunity to dive into his backstory and understand who he was before he became that. And there's an essential tragedy with Viego in that he could have actually been a great leader if he was given the right support, and he just wasn't. He's not quite like a character like Thresh, who's just a straight-out villain and would have been a villain no matter how he turned out. Viego was one who was very much a product of his upbringing. He was very privileged, and he was raised as being quite a selfish character. And unfortunately, that's the sort of route that he took. Okay, with that, I'm going to throw it back to you, Paul and Laura. And just to say, I'm really excited to see these characters. I want to play them in Wild Rift. I can't wait.
The story is absolutely critical to the experience overall. We wanted to make sure we had a list of really cool game experiences that draw from it. So starting with the metagame experience, right, where you will play missions week to week and kind of understand a little bit more insight into the different champions, Callista in particular, and you'll earn her visual novel.
More Callista for me.
There you go.
Bring it.
Her little comic pieces. So you're going to get to see Callista in a different light than you have before. And so we have our PvE mode, Final Stand, where you get to play Callista's last moment right around her betrayal by Hecarim and the Iron Order, and so really get to see why she becomes the Spear of Vengeance after that. And so following that, if you're just playing Summoner's Rift, you'll experience the Black Mist popping in the map, kind of spooking you out.
It's gonna be a mood.
It's gonna be a mood, and if you're like invading a jungle, ooh, bad things might happen to you. Of course, we'll also have some in-game items that have been affected by, you know, the vibe of the event. So we have like an Infinity Edge version that's a little nicer, and some other items that are not so nice. So players will get to kind of feel that damage via their item choices, and we're really excited to see what people say about that.
Well, I just want to say I'm really excited about what Wild Rift is doing. I think this moment where we're taking like some of these stories again that we've had a little bit more outside of the game and starting to fuse them in like so deeply in a game moment. I'm particularly excited to see how players respond to this, and then to imagine like how we might want to evolve in the future.
Yeah, we'll be paying attention, and we really want your feedback, players. So do as you always do. Tell us what you think. We're going to be studying and paying attention and hope to learn from it. So thank you.
Ride out. Crush them underfoot. Send me to battle.
Welcome back mga tropang Glam Slam. Alam naman natin, after that break, yung pinramis ko sa inyo, mainit na match-up na. But before that, syempre, I am Taylor. I'm your host for today. May makakasama tayo sa studio para sa araw na to. At kung nakikita at napapansin nyo naman, pakilala ka naman, sir.
Hey guys, my name is Claudio TV and I usually stream at Facebook and TikTok. So, yeah.
So, yeah. Yung isa dito, pinahuli ko na eh. Kasi ang ingay kanina, sigaw ng sigaw. Masahin mo, baka napagod napagod ata. Masahe. Yan, boss. Yan. Hinanda na natin. Sige, ang gaming nga pala. At nandito siya by his own decision. Well, hindi namin siya pinilit. Hindi, di ba? Sabi mo, okay ka lang, di ba? Oo, di ba? Sabi mo, okay ka lang, di ba?
Okay po.
Ayan, malinis guys ha. Sabi ko sa inyo, ay, sorry. Hindi ako nananakit ng guest. Sorry, natapakan ko. Pero ayan. Yan. Oh, may taga-abot ka pa ng mic. Tinanggalan ka na ng posas.
Tinanggalan na po. Mabait naman daw po ako eh. Mabait naman.
Ayan. Mabait din tayo eh. Upo ka muna kuya. Kuya, upo ka muna. Ayan. Niradyo mo na. Okay ka na? Oo, upo ka. Sama ka. Ayan, yan.
Okay po.
Ayan, bago na yung uniforme nyo ha. Naka-shorts na kayo ngayon ha. Anyway, Giyang, syempre gusto ko lang kamustahin yung naging series kanina. You were casting the game basically. Kamusta yung 3-0 na yon? for you?
Sobrang wild actually kasi game number 1 pa lang, nakita na natin ang, kumbaga parang potential at least maka-isang game yung team ako si Doggy.
Oo.
Fortunately, hindi natin nakita yung ibang nangyari sa laban na yun, pero doon tayo nagkaroon ng parang, parang kaya pala nila Supremo, kaya pala nila ako si Doggy. And after nun, mas nag-improve lang sila Team Rebenga. Tapos sinabi na parang, okay, as predicted, ito yung gagawin natin.
Oh, continuous improvement, ika nga. Ito, naririnig ko to sa likod nag-a-analyze to Bakit ba kasi pinasok ni ganito si ganito, ganyan. Kamusta yung naging series na yun para sa'yo? Same thoughts ba sa lahat mo mga napunta dito na pagdating dun sa execution talagang malinis na 3-0s sa tingin mo?
Siyempre, team ni Rebenga, kilala ko po sila, na-meet ko na silang personal, and we play them ranked games and 5v5 scrims. So, actually, ang maganda yung team comp nila and playstyle nila kasi, first of all, si Rebenga is a great player and legendary pro player, League of Legends, kilala natin lahat, and siya ang pinaka-best na shot caller, and si Rebenga kasi, kahit sinong makita niya, dive na agad. Tapos may backup na agad sila. Yamada, Mirmo. So yun, maganda talagang playstyle nila yun.
Grabe, para tayong Rebenga fans club dito sa panahon na to. Syempre, yung nagbabantay, kamusta ka naman, sir? Yung match na napanood mo, ano ka ba? Nagwa-wild trip ka ba?
Actually, Chip, okay lang.
Okay ka lang.
Trabaho lang ako dito.
Trabaho lang. At least malinis, di ba?
Kopya.
Copy, Roger that. Pero ito, syempre, ang inaabangan ng lahat, itong Team Wise versus Team Kapitan Pugo na nga. First up, syempre, we do have Team Wise kung saan si Wise ang team captain natin. Nandyan sina Overdrink, Fanny Bear, Rox TV, and si Shaco na last time din naman nakasama din natin dito. Bumisita na kasi sila Kayo yung mga bagong luma. Ito bago Ito, first time niya today. Taga saan ka? Saan pa biyahe mo?
Taga QC ako. Isang sakay lang.
Isang sakay lang.
Yes. So,
Malapit lang po.
Malapit lang, no?
Samar po.
Sa Samar. Oo, malapit. Si Kuya, ikaw.
Taga Cavite po ako, ma'am.
Tibak. Alright. Malalayo pinanggalingan nito. Pero ito may kasama na tayo dito, which is si Wise. Ayan, finally, ako naman ang makapag-interview muli sa'yo. Wise, of course, coming into this series, into this matchup, marami-rami rin kayong pinagdaanan as a team. Ano sa tingin mo siguro yung pinaka-challenging o na makikita mong challenging papasok dito sa series na to bago mag-grand finals?
Si Kapitan Pugo po yung pinaka-challenging namin dito.
Bakit?
Ganda po nung nung headset niya.
Doon nalugi! Kay Kapitan Pugo, Diyos ko. Ikaw ba sa tingin mo, syempre, anong pinagkaiba nyo? Si Kapitan Pugo, siya din yung team captain sa team niya, di ba? Anong pinagkaiba nyo as team captains?
Siya po naka-headset. Ako wala akong headset.
Wala. Lagi ba headset? Doon na lang talaga lumamang. Ikaw, Giyang, baka may tanong ka kay Wise. Kaya mo yan. Mag-isip ka muna ng tanong. Ako na muna bahala. But anyway, Wise, meron ka bang message, of course, not only dun sa kabilang team mamaya na yun, pero dito muna tayo sa viewers natin na talagang grabe, sobrang supportive nila para sa Team Wise. And nakikita ko, comment section pa lang, papansin mo na yung hashtag Team Wise and hashtag Glamslam. Lahat na ng hashtag ginamit nila dito. Do you have any messages dun sa mga fans na sumusuporta sa inyo?
So ayun, thank you so much guys sa mga sumusuporta sa Team Wise and sa Team Kapitan Pugo. Suportahan nyo ang Glam Slam and sana mag-finals kami guys.
Yan! Kumbaga, humble lang, no? Sana mag-finals sila, hindi yung see you sa finals. Grabe naman itong si Wise. But when it comes to preparations, meron pa ba kayong pinractice? Meron pa ba kayong in-scrims? O talagang, eto na yun?
Nung first game namin, nag-practice kami kaso nung semifinals, na-busy kaming lahat kasi solo rank game na lang ganun.
Practice pa din, di ba? Kahit pa paano. Doon nga sa microhan kanina kasi nag-uusap kami rin dito about it, no? But Wise, good luck sa inyo. Sa tingin mo, ano yung winning condition para sa inyong lahat para sa araw na to?
Winning condition namin siguro Di ko alam eh. Pagka na ano ko siguro na out jungle ko si Kapitan Pugo, panalo na ganun.
So, ang goal, mapugo si Kapitan.
Oo, yun ba yung goal? Mapugo si Kapitan Pugo? Pwede, no? Pangiti-ngiti lang to si Wise, pero umuoo yan sa isipan niya, no? Grabe naman. But Wise, thank you so much for joining us here. Good luck sa Team Wise. And tingnan natin kung mapupugo nyo si Kapitan Pugo maya-maya lang, no? But other than that, andito din actually si Overdrink naman na makakasama natin. Ngayon, ito na yung panahon mo. Kung may hinanda kang katanungan para sa kanila.
Sa akin lang naman, actually halos same question lang eh. Kasi hindi lahat nakakapag-practice, diba? Pero individually, ano yung napag-practicean ba?
Ay, oo.
Ano yung mas inaihanda ni Overdrink?
Ayan, Overdrink. Meron ka bang certain preparations for yourself kung hindi man team?
Sa akin po siguro mabalik ko lang yung pindot. Kumbaga masanay lang ako na naglalaro ulit sa cellphone kasi na-busy po ako sa parang ginawa kong trabaho eh. Like, na-busy po ako sa work. Pero sa akin, feeling ko, yung mismong skills nandun na mismo yun eh. Masanay na lang ulit yung utak ko na pumipindot, ginagawa niya yung dati kong ginagawa. Yun lang. And feeling ko kaya ko na yun.
I mean, the Rust, di ba? Kanina, yung Rusty daw, kailangan unang maglaro ulit, di ba? Kahit solo-solo game. Ikaw ba? Gano'n ka nakatagal nag-Wild Rift?
Since season 1 po.
2020.
Ayan, ito since season 1. Ikaw since 2020. Hindi, okay lang. Sakto, nasagot mo pa rin yung tanong ko. Ikaw, Gia. Ganun din. Ikaw, Kuya.
Okay lang.
Okay. Kanya-kanya silang sagutan dito, Diyos ko. Bakit ka nahihiya? Tama namang sumagot ka din, di ba? Ikaw yung ini-interview na tunay at totoo. Huwag ka na mahihiya. Si Kapitan Pugo nga, hindi nahihiyang ipakita yung sarili niya dito, tapos ikaw mahihiya ka, di ba?
Gusto niya ata ipakita yung headset niya.
Oo nga, di ba? Huwag ka mag-sorry. Hindi mo kasalanan yun. Kasalanan ko yun. Overdrink, any messages sa mga sumusuporta naman sa'yo?
Maraming salamat lalo na sa mga nag-share ng live po na itong Wild Rift and sana patuloy kayo maglaro ng Wild Rift. And yan, maraming salamat sa mga naniniwala sa amin na kaya namin panalo yung mga laban and hopefully makapasok kami sa finals. Yan, thank you. Good luck din sa team nila Boss Cap Pugo. Yan na po.
Ayun. Thank you so much again, Overdrink. Pasensya ka na. Huwag ka na mahiya. Mamaya, ako bahala sa'yo pag nanalo kayo. Ayan ha. Anyway, Season 1, tagal. Simula nung lumabas yung Wild Rift. Kumbaga, syempre tayo, kailangan pa nating mag-apply na sana mabigyan tayo ng release, early release, di ba? Noong mga panahon na yun. Ngayon, it's been a while, but definitely meron pa tayong isa kasama dito, which is si Vanny Bear, na kasama rin natin last week. O kamusta yung feeling na hindi mo kailangan bumiyahe papunta sa amin?
Okay lang, makakapahinga.
Makakapagpahinga. Ay nako. Pero ito ha, tunay bang pahinga tong araw na to kung makakatapat nyo ang team ni Kapitan Pugo? Pupuguin nyo ba si Kapitan Pugo? Yan ang tanong, Vanny Bear.
Kaya ako sinabing pahinga kasi, kaya nga hindi nga kami nag-practice eh. Parang pahinga lang namin to para sa finals eh.
Rest day for the finals itself. Any reaction?
Partida, kaka-birthday lang.
Kaka-birthday mo lang?
Happy
birthday! Grabe naman. Ano ka na ngayon? 18. Oh, pwede na. 80. Sweet 18 na siya. Vanny Bear, what do you think would be the key though, yung winning condition para sa'yo, sa tingin mo?
Winning condition namin, syempre si Kapitan. Siya yung boss namin.
Yan agad yung winning condition nila dito. Vanny Bear, good luck sa inyo ha. And sana makakita kami ng magaganda.